Hi, it's Jen. Today I want to share with you another way I organize in my craft space. When I was at a yard sale, I walked past this lunchbox and I didn't really think too much about it, but then when I walked back towards it, I stood there and thought, what could I use this for? Because the orange color just really spoke to me. And then I thought, well, I could store things inside of it so they don't get dusty in my craft space. So I was just going to quickly show you what I store inside of it. Now, when we go to thrift stores, we come across these cards that we like to put in our junk journals. And I never really had a good space for them in my craft room. So now I'm storing them in the lunchbox. And I have room to grow, but at least these ones are not getting dusty. And this would be good for if you had some ribbons, some yarns. This would be actually really good if you had a lot of seam binding. They could stand up in this, and I probably will do that when I build my collection. But for now, I'm going to be storing these cards in there, and I do have some flashcards and whatnot in my craft space that I will be sticking in here as well. Well, that is all that I wanted to show you for organizing in my craft space. So if you walk past a vintage lunchbox, pick it up and you can store your things in it that you don't want to get dusty. Now, on my last video, I did mention that I was going to show you, I showed you this little book that I created, and I was going to give you the measurements today for it. So I'll do that at this time, but first I thought I'd give you a walkthrough. So I used my printables, my pocket printables. You can find those over on my Etsy store, but the front one I used as a pocket, and I just put a card, slipped a card in, just for any journaling that you may have, and I just stuck on a paper clip with seam binding, a flower, and a tag out of natural paper. And then when you go inside, I have it's just a double pocket, and then on this side, on the left side, I have a receipt that I tea-dyed, and I stamped a bird and a bird nest on for journaling. And then in the front pocket that I made with what are those things? Projector sheets. I have a little tag. Now this tag, I like this size of tag. I was gifted 2 packages of some tags, and I really like sticking them in my journals. And these ones come with like a wire, kind of like a twist tie. I don't usually use the wire part, but I really like using the round tag. So this tag shape is 2 inches, if you're wondering. And then what I do is I just put it on top of the already made tag, and then I punch my hole so I can get it exactly where they have it. So that's why I used this circle tag. And then I used a vintage stamp. And I put that there. And then on this side, on the right side, in this folder, I just put a tag, enough for journaling. And then this card, I did stamp some flower and a butterfly, but I was thinking that this would be really good for pictures. So if I wanted to put any pictures on this bigger one, that'd be really nice. And then in this pocket, I just put in Tim Holtz's flashcard family. And then I just stapled on a scrap piece of lace and material. And then on the inside, what I did is I have a garden book, and I just ripped pages out that I thought were really pretty, flower ones, and then I just inked them up and glued them on. And then down here, I did the same thing, and I just used the script. And then on the back side, I have the back of my pocket. I think it looks really pretty. And then I have a pocket in there too, and I just stuck a vintage playing card. and you can put whatever number you would want. From it would be nice if you went on a vacation and used this. It would be nice how many went on the vacation, or the day that you went out, you could put the number. Like say you went out for 3 o'clock, that would be neat as well. And so I was going to give you my measurements for this. I'll just stick everything back in my folder. And the transparencies, the only thing that I did is I just measured it. Before I glued my sides down, I measured them, and then I just followed the angle. But to start off, you're going to need a piece of paper that measures 8 1/4 by 5 1/4. You're going to put your paper in your scoreboard at the 8 1/4, and you're going to score it at a 4 1/8. Then you're going to turn your paper to the side, and you're going to put it up into your scoreboard on the 5 1/4 length, and then you're going to score it at 3 1/2. And then you just fold it. Now, how I get this shape, if you're wondering how they're equal, all I do is I figure out an angle, the angle that I want. I'll just open this up here. And then I close my book, and then I just cut it on the opposite side. I'll just do this. And there we go. That way they're both the same. And then that way, if you have one side that's kind of off, and then if you do that, they're both the same. So it's like you meant to do it. And there we go. And then you have, your angles are perfect. And so that's how I constructed the base of this folder. And then you can decorate it however you like. You can collage on it, whatever your preference is. Well, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And don't forget, let's not throw away our junk. Let's journal with it. Bye.